Hello everybody, welcome back to Sorcery Part 2. We had just reversed back in time to find these lines of spells, and we are just going well, let's see if we can actually even do it. Look left, look right, stop and eat. Okay, deep into a slum district. No, we don't want to go into a slum district. Grander buildings, yeah, okay, so we want to go right, seems like. To go to upper car, to the slums, to the main road, take the main road. Okay. Funnily enough, looks like upper car might be lower car. But what about this? Is this where I want to go? I don't know. We're going to try here first, and I guess we can work our way around up there if it's not correct. So, let's get going. This is where we met that one douchebag we had to kill. Some monk bows to me while I pass. Greetings, you begin. The monk beams at you and holds out his palms. Take his hands. He gives me stamina. Oh yeah, I've already done this. Walk away. Okay. Along the cliff. You continue up the main road, which climbs gently towards the center of Kar. The road passes through the ruin of a grand building, and what must have been once been a glorious morning room. An ornamental pond is all that remains. Moss grows from the cracks in its tiled sides. Go over and look. Oh yeah, it's this fish again. Move on. Silly fish. So we're trying to head our way. I guess that's not it. It's going to be this area up at the top here. Speed up. It's this guy we killed earlier. Vanguard the murderer once again. He's trying to talk to you, pouring a glass of frothy ale with one hand and lacing it with poison with the other. Let's get out of here. You race quickly out into the street. I like that you didn't have to do that again. I thought it would just repeat everything. That's pretty cool. Because you're not guaranteed to move up here, so the game had to plan all that out. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. Most games wouldn't do that. You continue along the street, which grows narrower and more winding. On either side, slum dwellings rise high. Faces appear and disappear behind drapes. Someone throws out a bucket of slop, narrowly missing you. Furry, chained-up animals screech from balconies. The sun disappears from view. Keep going. Alright. We're going up, so that's good, right? The lane gets narrower. Keep going. Narrows further, then we're out. We're near the well. I will say, I don't know about this whole thing. Let's go up here. I don't think we did this last time, so it's going to be kind of cool. You follow the street past low slum buildings. On the step of one, a rough-looking girl sits, her knees drawn up to her chin. "Spare a coin!" she shouts. "I have no gold," you tell her as you pass by without stopping. "The city has cleaned me out." "Me too," she replies with a smile. "When I get back on top, maybe I'll lend you some." Oh, I kind of want to give her money now. Alright, keep going. You follow a busy, winding street between tall buildings. Heading in this direction, you spy some graffiti painted on the sidewall of one of the houses. Read the graffiti. You stop to read the sprayed message. It appears to have been painted very quickly, making it hard to read the writing. "The cousin is gone. The gourd have no pause. Time to rice." What? You go closer to see if you can make sense of it. Perhaps it says, "The council is grinned. The guard have no pour. Time to rise." What? You step a little closer. From here you can make out the difference between marks in the paint and the bird splatter, and the message becomes much clearer. It is a call to revolution. "The council is gone, the guard have no power, time to rise." You turn to move on, only to find yourself staring into the face of two guardsmen. "So," purrs one, "looks like our little trap worked." "Aye," agrees the other, "looks like we caught ourselves a traitor." "Apparently you have no power," you reply. "Oh, that's clever," the guard answers. "Except that little slogan of ours is fake. We painted it." The guard points at the graffiti on the wall with the hand still stained with white paint. "We watched you. You read it twice." "More or less prayed to it," the other agrees. Ah, fuck, I didn't mean to click that. God fucking damn it. No. I didn't want to do that. We're going to try this again. I don't like misclicks. They're fucking annoying. But I like, I mean, you know, it would be really punishing if this thing had misclicks, but I couldn't rewind. That'd be awful. Apparently you have no power. Okay, I was going to go with this one. I was thinking how to clean it off. The guard laughs. Oh, is that so? Well, we'd rather you didn't since we painted it. Exactly, declares the second guard. That message is important. It needs to get seen. The first guard stares him into silence. So where's the council? You ask. The council are in session, the first guard answers. We did patrol there ourselves last night. They're deliberating, the second says, pronouncing the word quite deliberately. Deliberating. Have been for a few months now. What spells can I cast here? I feel like that didn't get me anything different. I thought I was being clever, but no. No, I'm never clever. Never clever. Nif, create stench. I can create a stench. I don't know if that would help me at all. It hasn't helped me in the past. Causes fear, black face mask, which I don't have. I haven't got like anything new in a while. No, I don't want to do a fireball. Big? Yeah, sure, why not? You cast a spell, inflating yourself to 3 times your size. The first guard shrieks with surprise and begins to run away. The second attempts to cosh you on the leg, but then when nothing happens, he too runs for his life. You pass a narrow, unpleasant-looking archway on your left as the road turns a corner in view of the wall. Alright, so we scared them away. We never heard all this stuff about the council. I don't think this is Upper Car. I think actually over onto the other side is Upper Car. But what do I know? The road climbs further, looping back on itself as it climbs. Several little alleys disappear off between homes and buildings on either side. This area of town is a spider's web that would be easy to lose oneself in. You pass a shop with a brass sign above its door, Metal Workers Guild. I really don't have any money. It'd be nice if I found some somehow. You open the door and enter the small building, to find a messy workshop littered with pipes, tubes, and barrels that leak hot gases into the air. A gnome and a troll are leaning over the innards of some kind of machine, tinkering and turning spanners. They don't notice you come in. Beat them. You call out to the pair and wave, but they are so engrossed in their work they do not notice you. But something does. From the corner of the room you hear a squeal and see movement. What? You look round, and your attention is caught by a brass statuette of a pig, standing on its hind legs. It seems quite ordinary, except that, as you watch, it hiccups. Take the statue. You go over to the statue, thinking to slip it into your pack and maybe sell it somewhere. But when you reach out for it, it hops 2 feet across the floor and out of your reach. The movement disturbs the troll, who looks round and stares at you blankly, chomping his upper lip with oversized teeth. The gnome is a little more friendly, lifting up his eye shields and smiling. Ignore my dumb friend, he beams. Welcome to our little shop. What is this place? This is the Metal Workers Guild, the gnome replies proudly. That's metalwork, not blacksmithery. But no one seems to have much interest in metalworking. It's the future, of course. The troll burps. Tell me how the statue works. What, our little piggy? The gnome smiles. That's one of Raglesh's creations. And unbelievably, he pats the dumb-looking troll on the shoulders, and the troll coughs twice. It's an articulated automation. Seeing your confusion, he clarifies. It runs on magic gas. The troll really built that. He may not look like much, but he's one of the best metalworkers in the city, the gnome replies. Raglesh here was commissioned by the first noble, that is, the first noble before this one, to make the grand statue of Madak that stands in the north of the city, if you've seen it. I haven't. Well then, you should. It stands outside the halls of Lada. In the north, aren't we on the north of the city? Anyways. Great little creation. Runs on steam. You wouldn't know it to look at it, though. The access panel is in its left leg, but it's beautifully integrated into the design, if I do say so myself. So where's this? Grand statue that stands north of the city, if you've seen it. North of the city, so like, is that part 3? What? Me confused. Me confused. Okay. Why does a statue need a panel? The gnome shakes his head sadly. No one understands, Raglash. No one, he grumbles. I tell you, we should charge more. The gnome chirrups to himself. Do you know any spells for the North Gate? The gnome barks a surprised laugh, almost knocking himself over. No, he exclaims. That's wizarding, which is as far from what we do as eggs are from cooked eggs. The troll shakes his head sadly. I know, the gnome remarks to his friends. No one understands what we do. It's most frustrating. The troll picks up his banner and drops it again. Do you make plate armor? You ask, thinking of the strange werewolf you encountered overnight. Plate armor? The gnome replies, shaking his head. No, you want a blacksmith for that. We do articulated pieces, you see. Things that move. Anyway, the gnome says cheerfully, we should be getting back to work. You nod and leave the shop. We got a clue. I don't really know. I don't know why I always click on that fucking thing. It's right here. Clues. Statue of Matic. Outside the halls of Alada have an access panel. So, okay, I already knew that. But I don't know where the halls of Alada is. Oh, here we are. Is this the statue of Matic, maybe? Or this? Or this? Or this? Or this? Or this? Okay, well, whatever. Back to the docks then. The smell of rotting fish and mucky water fill your nostrils. You know this area well enough. You have reached the docks once more, the beating heart of Kar. Around. There are 2 or 3 ships moored for the night, and the space between them and the road is filled with a huge number of stalls and little shops, selling everything from fishing tackle to selling blocks to barrels of woodlouse rum. This must be a thriving marketplace during the day. With night approaching, it is a maze of booths and cloth. A single bridge crosses the river here, operated with ropes to let the tall ships through. Right now, the bridge is up to allow ships to sail through undisturbed. There are 2 inns of it visible here, the Wayfarer's Rest and the Meat and the Cleaver. There's nothing obviously different about either of them. Also, somewhere nearby is the Shrine of Slang, which is what we're looking for. Shrine? Anything look shriney to you guys? We have Wayfarer's Rest, sleep in an alley, sit by the river, sleep in the market, the Meat and the Cleaver, find the shrine. Let's go find the shrine. We're gonna get one fucking line of the spell out of this. God damn it. Remembering that the shrine is near the docks, you search the side streets until you see a promising-looking low building. You step into the doorway of the shrine, at the same time as a woman and her child are leaving. He really is a holy man, Mother, the little one is saying. Lassine's lame brother answered his question and he ran off the stage. The mother nods and the pair leave. These heathens, you murmur a word of apology to the fox. Sure, whatever. The shrine is an old stone building, garishly decorated with hanging cloths and thick candles that fill the air with the smell of grease and tar. At the far end, on a low platform, stands a hooded figure in a white robe who is talking to the assembled crowd. Does anyone else wish to take the test of Slong, the god of malice? Calls the priest out. A murmur goes through the crowd. People are nervous but excited. Ask someone about the challenge. You nudge someone next to you. What is the challenge? You ask. It is the test of Slong, the woman replies in a whisper. He grants you a wish if you answer him correctly. But you have to worship him, or else the question he asks is impossible. She shudders and grins. They don't call him the god of malice for nothing. Are your hearts so cold? Taunts the priest. Does no one here want anything? Is no one in dire need, or deadly need, of a god's aid? Examine the crowd. The crowd is a mixture of young and old, women and men. Some cheer and joke and murmur, while others have their legs and arms folded into a devout pose and pray through silent lips. How many are spectators and how many are followers of Slong, you can't tell. As he waits for an answer, the priest plucks a knife from his belt and casually stabs it into his own hand. Sure. Wait and watch. Suddenly, a man leaps to his feet. I'll do it, he declares. The rest of the group cheers and the man, a geriatric, is helped up onto the platform. Are you a follower of Slong? The priest asks. The man spits. Very well. In one corner of the room, a gong is sounded and the crowd falls silent. Which do you choose? The priest demands of the man. Will you take the impossible challenge, or pay the price of the easy challenge? The man looks uncertain and turns to the audience. People begin to shout suggestions. Choose the impossible, you cry out, adding your voice to those around you, bellowing loud and confidently. After a few minutes, the priest quietens the room and turns back to the man. So, what do you choose? I'll take the impossible challenge, the man grins. Very well, very well, the priest declares. There is no price for the impossible challenge. Are you ready? The man nods excitedly. The crowd hush. Then tell me, the priest says, what is the answer to the question that is never asked? The man falls silent for a moment, chewing his lower lip and musing over his answer. Finally, he says, silence? What is the answer to the question that is never asked? Okay. Is he correct? The priest smiles sadly and shakes his head. A clever answer, but not correct. The crowd sigh in disappointment. The woman next to you remarks, people always try the impossible challenge. You think they get the hint. The man leaves the platform and the priest turns back to the crowd. Who will be next? Well, we have no really... It didn't seem to hurt him in any way not to take the challenge, so, you know. A stranger! Welcome her, please! It didn't seem to punish him anyway for getting it wrong, so let's give it a shot. The crowd whisper and murmur as you make your way up to the platform. Welcome, stranger! The priest declares, helping you up. Are you ready to take the challenge, knowing full well that very few succeed? I am. The crowd cheer your response. Then know this! Slang is not a punishing God, but he is malicious. He does not wish for you to fail. But should you fail, he wishes you to know that it was all your fault. I will not fail. The crowd cheer again. I see you have spirit. Good. Let's see if we can't break you. The priest smiles. Our practice is that you may choose which question to answer. But know this. One is impossible and the other is easy. And to answer the easy question, you must give up something you hold most dear. The crowd are watching in expectant silence. It is time for you to choose. So it says something I hold most dear, which is not gold, right? It's probably an item of some kind, which I'm okay with giving him an item. But at the same time, let's see if we can do the impossible question. We can always rewind, right? The crowd wait expectantly. Then the priest closes his eyes and intones, what is the answer to the question that has never been asked? Your heart sinks. The question doesn't make any sense. Malice? A roar goes up from the crowd. They can see from the priest's glee that this was not the right answer. You have failed in the test of slang. You walk away into the street, the crowd laughing at you as you go. Fuck you, crowd. I'm gonna get it. You big old bastards. I mean, I have to do this, right? So, whatever. Infinity? Okay. I bet it's no answer. I bet it's to walk away. I bet that's what it is. I say that after, you know, having chose all the other ones already. But it makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know. A roar goes up from the crowd. Oh, damn it. Okay, so let's see what he wants for the easy question, I suppose. We have to get this, so. I choose the easy question. The priest nods. The price of the easy question is something you value. Your very soul. To answer the question, you must agree to leave your God behind and become a follower of slang. A follower such as myself and many others in the room. Will you take the adventure for a great reward? Never. The priest gestures to you, pointing away from the stage. Then he steps back and folds his arm to see what you will decide. Step down. You step down from the platform. The crowd sighs with disappointment, but the priest quickly raises their spirits with a joke. You make your way unnoticed back to the street. Time to move on. Shit. I don't know what to do about that. Let's go back to the docks. You return to the docks. You still need to find somewhere to rest for the night. Shit. I'm confused now because I need to get that, but I don't want to... It seems weird that it will force you to That's like the only way to do it. Well, I will think about it, and then I will come back next time and see what I want to do with that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.